Our party awakened to the uplifting murmurs of the Tempest Fair as the city of Tapas slips into the festivities. They headed down into the tavern and were met with the delicious smells of various foods, bubbling breakfast alcohol drinks, and a lively atmosphere. Between sips of mimosas and minuscule bites of melon, they discussed the upcoming Sailors' Challenge and assessed their individual strengths. Brother Fairgoers all around them chat about the blessings, and our party followed them out of the Sailor's Rest and headed to the temple to view the blessings. Brother Alaric and Dagon were both present for the blessings of the Tempest Fair, and RaRa and Moss were pleased to see that Dagon was thriving under the care of the temple, and the simple illusory magic that allowed him to be a part of the crowd. After their blessing, they willed away the hours before the challenges began, until finally it was time. Kayth was chosen to participate in the first challenge, the knot tying competition. He gave it his all to impress Alara, the elven shopkeeper of the Mystic Haven, and his effort proved to be worth it, as he came out victorious and earned his team 5 points. For the second challenge, Fizzi and RaRa worked together to give Moss the down and dirty technique for raising the sail, and although she blacked out for most of it, she raised her sail well and tied with a powerful halfling, and earned 3 points for the team. What joys will the rest of the Tempest Fair bring? How will RaRa's performance go? Will our heroes be victorious in the remaining challenges? Find out tonight on our adventures through Coralthea, Waking Fates.
Oh, that's a different thing.
The last thing we did is you all had watched Moss compete in the sail raising challenge, where she came out on top but tied with another contestant. And your team had earned 3 points from it. After the challenge, you guys had all come back together, and we're trying to decide what you were going to do for the rest of the night, or at least for the rest of the day, before the sunset, and RaRa has to do her performance. So let me go ahead and pull up the agenda of the Tempest Fair really quick.
It's got an agenda, guys.
So, you guys did the 2 challenges. Currently right now, people after the sail raising challenge are moving towards the Grand Plaza as there are performances beginning, which is sort of a part of what you're doing later, RaRa. It's just those are beginning now. But instead of on-stage stuff, right now it's street performances. So as you guys move over to the Grand Plaza, you start to see like jugglers and fire breathers and like acrobats performing like across the some rooftops and stuff, jumping back and forth, while the Tempest Minstrels are playing just a bit of music for the area itself. But there, every once in a while, if you guys wait a little bit, there's actually some like comedic skits that go on stage performed by the Tempest Minstrels. So that sort of is happening for the next couple of hours. And you know that at sunset, RaRa will have to complete her performance. And then right after that performance, the mock naval battle will begin. In between all of that, there is also the lantern workshops, which is about 4 o'clock for that. But currently right now it's 2:30 and the street performances are beginning. So with the stage set, what are the 4 of you, wink, doing now?
Don't all go at once. I'm watching the street performances.
Yeah, Fizzi would probably be doing that.
I'm looking for any thieves in the crowd.
Looking for thieves in the crowd. All right, well, give me a perception check there, looking for thieves.
An 8.
Kayth, with all of the flying around of people and fire and legs and
It's the
music,
perfect time to be a thief.
there's a lot going on, and honestly, you just don't notice anything other than everybody having a wonderful time. The market has plentiful amounts of different types of food that people are enjoying, but nothing seems to be suspicious. At least you don't catch anybody.
What kind of food stalls they got, Dan?
Say what?
What kind of food stalls they got?
Well, let me go ahead and pull up some of the different available foods here. There will be the stuff that you had the day before, which was sort of an early thing. There is the potatoes on a stick with Soverian spices. There is the shark bites. There is... Here we go. There's funnel cake, which you guys didn't get able to do yesterday, but now there's funnel cake with a choice of cinnamon or powdered sugar. There seems to be like these deep fried wafers. Someone's calling out something called the pepper poppers, which seem to be like these spicy peppers stuffed with some sort of cheese and meat, wrapped in a pastry and baked. And then there is someone yelling about Tempest tea cakes. And then there's the honeydew potatoes, which you had before, citrus tarts, which you had before, and the twisted tatos is the potato on the stick with the spicy seasoning.
Those pepper poppers sound phenomenal.
All right. You can very much go over and head to go get some pepper poppers.
RaRa, you want anything?
No, I'm good, Fizzi. Thank you.
No problem.
All right. So for 2 pepper poppers, that is 2 silver. Or you can get 1 for a silver. It's up to you.
We'll get 2.
All right.
RaRa will go up by the stage and she'll sort of find like a place to sit. And she's continuing to like work over the song, make notes of it, and every time like the minstrels take a break, she's like bothering them.
Okay. Sounds
to be
good.
like, what about this? What if we did it this way? Etc.
Okay. So, Fizzi, as you buy your pepper poppers, you will bite into it, and it is very, very spicy. You'll notice that the cheese is like this goat cheese, so it's very, it's kind of like creamy a little bit, and there's sausage inside, all baked inside of this pastry, but it's very spicy and filled with cheese and meat.
I'll see if I can find Kayth to give him the other one. Or ask him if he wants it.
I think Kayth is nearby.
Right. Yeah. I'll take.
Oh, it's really freaking good, Kayth. It's a little spicy too.
Kayth, you take one?
Yeah.
All right. Kayth, you will pop one of those in your mouth, start eating it. And it's hot, but it's not extremely spicy. You're sort of used to spiciness from coming from Sorvere. But it is hot. You can definitely tell that it's there. Now, for Fizzi, it was like very spicy. And for you, it's like low-level spice. But still very delicious.
Do they have like the hot variety or?
This is the only one. That would be me in real life asking that same question.
It's very good. It's very good.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm gonna have to go back for some more, but I'll find something to drink first.
When do you think the mystery starts? The crazy old man, has me looking over my shoulder more than I think I should.
Well, hopefully not before we get to see RaRa.
Fizzi, if you're looking for drinks, there is 3 special ones that you hear of. There is some ginger cider, along with some floral herbal teas that are being served, but they're all like chilled instead of hot. And then there is a special mead that is being served, and you can find it at a couple of different stalls, as whoever the brewery is has different stalls across the market. It is called the Coralthea Summer Blossom.
That sounds really good. We're gonna go for the mead.
Here, I'll put it in the chat here, and then I'll also put it in the Twitch chat. Specialty mead. All right. So you get some of that?
Oh yeah.
Sure, yeah. They're serving. You can either get your own pint, so just a large mug pint for 1 silver, or you can get a glass for 5 copper.
I might as well get 2 pints.
All right.
It's only because I have 2 silver left. I just want to get rid of that.
Oh, nice. Okay. All right. You get 2 pints of the Coralthea Summer Blossom Mead. Now, as you go up, you will you'll see this halfling woman. She's the one serving it up. She pours you your pints and hands them off to you. Thank you, and then you'll head off.
Thank you. I'll take a sip from mine. I'll walk back to Kayth and offer him the Coralthea Summer Ale.
All right.
Oh,
Summer Blossom, excuse me.
Yes.
I'll take a sip.
All right. So you both will start to drink your pints a bit, and first thing you're gonna know is realize it's very. So the liquid itself is very sweet and honey-like, and it's very cold, obviously. But on like the rim of the glass, you'll notice there's like something hanging, and if you put your lips onto that or lick that or taste that, it's sort of like a sour cherry. Well, one of them is, and the other one is like a star fruit, and it's sort of tarty. So it's sort of together as this. You can put your lips or lick on the sour tart, and then you drink the sweet honey mead. And you'll also, after a sip or two, sort of, whoa, kind of kicks you a little bit. A little more than a regular mead.
You look dragons.
Oh my god. Our new kitten is climbing over the baby gate. Sorry.
That's fine. Yeah, you
Well,
guys.
it's pretty good, Kayth.
I agree. I wonder what Moss is thinking.
Yeah.
Moss and Sable are sort of like having a little moment between each other, and it seems like she's recounting the sailor's challenge with Sable, and sort of kind of just really excited about that and happy about how she performed, and then still constantly being like, I can't breathe. And, every once in a while she grabs a person at the festival, pulls him in real close, and is like, I'm a sailor! and then lets go, and they walk off.
Yeah, probably shouldn't have done all that physical activity and in the outfit she couldn't have breathed in.
I'm sure it worked out. The fabric itself is breathable. It's the garn.
The lungs. The lungs aren't. The fabric might be. The lungs aren't.
All right. Yeah. That makes sense. So you guys get some food in you, some drinks. What else are we looking to do here? I know RaRa is over at the stage, causing as much trouble and annoyance to the minstrels as possible.
Listen, she's very serious. Working hard. This is a work day.
She's working late.
She's a singer.
Because she's a dancer.
think we're just waiting for the next scheduled thing.
All right. Well, there are multiple sort of street performances and stuff going on right now.
Why don't you win a shell game with your crafty, roguish ways?
Ooh. Yeah, what kind of games are going on, DM, if any?
Yeah, there's some games going on. There's you'll notice there's some people it's like carnival games. So there's knock over the milk jugs. There is little duck races, and so there's actually you get a duck, or you sponsor a duck, and then that duck races a bunch of other ducks across this little tiny stream they make. And
Hello there.
oh, hello there. And you can bet on which duck will make it to the end. There is also there's one of those dunk tanks as well. All of these are options.
Shell games? Look at that cat.
Is there any shell games? No, not really. Just mostly like carnival type games.
Nobody out here trying to
Moss
make
is
money
here.
off of this crowd. There's not a guy out there in a big striped hat being like, magic tricks!
This isn't Ithaca. Nobody
One
wants to see the magic.
No. There's just the street performers who are doing their. If any of them have any magic, then they're using it there. But for games that are here at the Tempest Fair, it's very carnival-esque. So, knock down the milk jugs, the dunk tanks, the little duck races, throw rings and try to ring a gnome. So there's little statues of gnomes, and you
That's
throw rings.
insensitive.
Yeah, how does Fizzi feel about that? Seeing as people reduced to these little caricatures with pointy hats being ringed.
Actually, I guess it would be now. It's called ring a gnome, but all of the little statues resemble red caps.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They're saying that you're the same as a horrific fey beast that kidnaps babies, Fizzi.
Yeah.
But ring a red cap isn't as doesn't flow off the tongue very well.
I don't know. It's got a little alliteration in it there.
Reminds me a lot
ring
of
a red.
Ring a red? Oh, maybe ring a red.
Ring a red cap.
All right, fine. It's ring a red cap. Ring a red is what they call it. But yeah, there's a bunch of carnival games if you guys are interested. Welcome, Moss. We see. Ooh, what did you bring? Food did you bring?
This is my breakfast from this morning that I haven't gotten to eat yet.
Damn. What is it though?
I believe it is rice and eggs and steak.
Nice.
It's one egg,
One egg.
raw.
Well, Moss, we are currently exploring the Tempest Fair with all of the street performances here in the Grand Plaza. There's a lantern workshop coming up, and these guys were just eating some special Tempest Fair food, along with drinking some specialty mead that has been made for the Tempest Fair, called the Karastad Summer Blossom. Yeah, these guys are they just got done eating, and they're currently looking for something fun to do, or are looking to get to the next task. I was telling them how you and Sable were sort of recounting the excitement of winning the sail raising challenge, and how you keep grabbing people, pulling them close, and saying, "I can't breathe," but then every once in a while yelling, "I'm a sailor," and then letting go of them. But that is what is happening and going on right now.
Guys, I want to ring a red cap.
Well, let's go see if you can win.
I can win anything. I'm a sailor.
Damn right.
All right, Moss. Well, if you'd like to ring a red cap, as you walk up, you will see, you'll see this, you'll see a human, and he's very, young teenager carnival guy. So he's got like really long like blonde hair. It's kind of covering around here, and he's got like he's got this like apron on that has like wind and sailor motifs all around it, and he's sort of leaning up against the corner of the stall, and he's like, ring a red cap, only 2 copper per throw.
I would like to ring a red cap, please.
Okay, sure, you can ring a red cap. And he'll get up from the wall and he'll look over to you. So it's 2 copper a throw, but you can get 3 throws for 5 copper.
Okay, I would like to do 3 throws, please.
All right. And he'll go get the rings, and he'll come back to you with the rings, and he'll wait for you to give him the copper.
And I do that.
All right. He'll take the 5 copper, he'll hand you the rings, and he will explain the rules. So as you look, there are all these little statues of red caps. He says if you're able to hit the one in the middle, you win a grand prize. If you're able to ring 2 other gnomes, you win a minor prize. And then if you're able to ring just 1 red cap, you get a small prize. If you can't ring anything, then you get nothing. And that's it.
That sounds easy enough.
Yeah. So, you are allowed to use, you can use athletics to throw this, or you can use sleight of hand. However, using sleight of hand, your DC is way higher. Using athletics, it's not as high. But essentially, if you roll a 12 or higher, you ring a gnome. If you roll a, so 12 or higher is just ringing a gnome. And then
my gosh, I have to turn on my particle accelerator.
If you get 18 or higher, that'll ring the center gnome. The center red cap.
Oh.
I can't even, my whole computer froze. I don't know what the dice did. I can't.
It did bad.
Oh, you got an 8 with your first toss. So
Don't
you
worry,
take
you got more.
Yeah, you line it up, you throw it, and it hits one of the statues and then just bounces off in another direction. And he's like, "Oh, you missed."
Okay, I have everything on. It should work now.
All right, go ahead.
I'm gonna throw it again, but way more confidently. Gathering
Got
my
this.
bearings now.
I can feel it.
Holy shit, not great.
Okay.
Don't
Getting
forget, chat, if you weren't here for the announcement, you can now affect in-game real-time people's rolls by using the live request function, which should be in the video, or just by giving bits and looking at the menu in our About section. It says 8 still. Oh, there we go. 13! You ringed, so you throw it, and this time it'll sort of like do a little, like it'll hit the top of the statue, ring up, and then fall down on it. So you've gotten 1 gnome. And he's like, "Oh, nice, you got one, man. You only got 1 left."
Okay, I throw it.
Hey! Not enough to get the center gnome. You throw it, and you like see it bounce off the center red cap. Goes a little like left, right, back and forth, and then will jump to one of the red caps next to it and land on it. And he goes, "Oh, you were so close."
I
Well,
was so close.
You still won, though. You got a minor prize, and that's pretty cool. And he turns around, and he's like, "All right, so these are your options. You just pick one." And he points up, and there is these, like, plushies. One of them is a... So the plush is probably...
He doesn't have examples ready.
Let's say it's about 2 hands. It's like about this. It's about maybe 2 softballs together, maybe 3. That's how big these are. And the first one is a ship. So there's a plushie ship. There is then a there is a plush fish. Then there is a plush goop thing that looks like a slime. And then there is a plush little what looks like a luchador.
Can Moss see the big prizes?
Yes, she can.
What are
The big prizes are, so they're probably like Sable, a little bit bigger than Sable, the big prize. There is an owl bear. There is a blink dog or something that you wouldn't know what that is. You see a dog with like yellow eyes. And then there is a something that it's a shark, big shark.
I would like that big shark.
Oh, I'm sorry. You only won the minor prizes. So sorry.
I hand him 3 copper.
How much copper?
3. Or how much was it? 5.
5 to
Sorry.
3. You want to try? You want to try again?
Yes, please.
Okay. Do you
Sure.
want your minor prize first?
Oh, Fizzi, do you want to choose my minor prize? Okay, can I have my balls?
Oh, these are rings.
Can I have my rings? Can I have-
Okay.
She'll take the ship.
Take the ship. All right. He'll bring down.
Oh no, sorry. I'll take the little dog thing.
The
dog is major.
the dog's a major prize.
The blink dog?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
a major prize. So it's owlbear, blink dog, and a shark is the major prizes. The minor prize is a ship, a fish.
Oh, it's a fish.
Yeah, ship, fish,
Slime.
slime. Thank you.
Fish.
Fish it is. All right, here's a fish. Gives you a fish.
Here's a lot.
I don't want that.
Thank you.
All right. He's like, okay, go ahead and give it a try. You throw it, and it bounces off and goes in another direction.
Hey,
Oh, sorry, you missed.
You've got to get a 13. That's a big roll.
I have a +5.
I know, but you got to get a 13. You need an 18.
Oh! It once
Someone
again,
put the bits in. Someone put the bits in.
it once again flies through the air, and it lands on the center one, spins, goes down, and then starts going up, comes off of its head, and lands on the one next to it. And he's like,
Yeah,
"Oh, that was
but
really close."
Could I give Moss the help action for her last throw?
Maybe
How would Fizzi help?
He would be like, okay, Moss, you gotta remember, you got wind resistance. You gotta have the arc, a really good arc. You don't want it to spin too fast, it'll fly off the top.
Mm-hmm.
Physics. You got
physics.
this. You got this.
Physics.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think she needs it.
I'll give you. You can have the advantage. Oh, I didn't see it. All right, so Fizzi's over there. He's lining up the shot for you, giving all the math and trigonometry, whatever. And you're just like, all right, here I go. You throw it. Woof, woof, woof. Boom! It hits, and it just swishes like it's like.
I will take the
scum.
shark, please.
And you see the runner of the booth is like, whoa, that's like one of the first times I've seen that.
The shark,
And I've
please.
been working here for like today.
What? Can I? The shark, please.
Yeah, all right. Reaches up and he goes to grab the shark, and there's actually 2 colors. There's like a blue, and then there's like a yellow, like sand yellow.
Blue, please.
All right. Grabs the blue, brings it down to you. It's a little bit bigger than Sable, and then hands it to you. Congratulations.
Thanks, bye. Are we gonna play more games, guys?
We can. We still got a little bit of time. What do you want to do next, Ma?
I don't remember what the rest of the games were. There's a dunk tank. I can get that.
What?
There's a dunk tank over there.
You're
I'm
gonna
gonna
get
drown
in
that
the
man.
dunk tank? Oh, you're going to drown that man.
Oh,
Wait, can we get into the dunk tank? Kayth, get in the tank.
I'm not getting in the tank.
would you like to head to the dunk tank?
Yeah.
All right, then you can very much do so. So you guys will head over to the dunk tank, and you'll see this you'll see this person on the dunk tank, and they seem to be covered in like a bunch of different colors. They look kind of just very colorful. But you will see.
It's called motley. Have you never seen it before?
You
Jingle,
see-
jingle, 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 jingle. He rings his little bells.
You will see this person sitting on the little chair.
I hope I got
falls
the
into
voice
dunk-
right.
Falls into the dunk tank. Let me go ahead and make it so people can see this as well.
Oh, I did not get the voice right.
No.
It's called motley. Have you never seen it before? Jingle, jingle, jingle. I ring my little bells at you.
So yes, you see this person. They are currently. She's sitting on the stoop and waiting for people. You see she's sort of like checking on her nails and has her tail, and it's sort of just like swinging in front of her and then swings in the back, and she takes and like sort of fixes her sort of like ploof back here and rubs her ears a little bit and does a yawn. Is nobody going to be able to put me in the water? Oh, it's such a bore.
I'm gonna do it.
So you step up.
Yep.
All right, Moss, you step up to the plate, and there's a person there, and hey, you looking to throw the old ass up there into the water, eh?
Well, I was really looking to throw, point at Kayth, him in the water, but I guess if that's not an option, I will throw her in the water.
Yeah, unfortunately it's not, but you can certainly give it a try here. It's gonna be 3 copper a throw, or you can do 2 throws for 5 copper.
The math is really... I'll do 3 throws!
3 throws. It's 1 throw or 2 throws.
I'll do 2 throws!
Then 5 copper it is. And takes your money, puts it aside, grabs 2 softball-sized balls. All right, so you're gonna take these balls and you're gonna try and throw, and you're gonna hit that little plate right in the center of that wall there. If you can hit the plate, then she'll
I
fall.
throw before he even finishes talking.
He's like, and just hears like the ball whiz past. Woo.
Is it athletics?
It's gonna be athletics, and you have to beat an 18 in order to hit.
Ha! I did it.
Oh! Yeah, he's like explaining the rules. His eyes are like closed, and then just like the ball whizzes past. He's like, huh? And then here's bang, ding, and she goes, ah! And she splashes into the water, and he's like, whoa! And he looks past, and there's like windows and stuff, so you see her in the water, like, and there's like bubbles going up, and her tail's splashing, and she comes back out. Woo! Somebody was actually able to get me in the water. Wow! And does a bunch of like claps and
Big summer blowout.
Someone finally got me wet.
I'm gonna hand my second ball to RaRa.
RaRa is not with you.
I'm gonna
and
give my second ball to Fizzi.
No one mentioned it because they hate.
I don't even know.
So she's like, oh, and she's like starting to get reset. She's getting up in the chair, and the guy's like, wow, that was a good throw. You got it on your first
Thanks.
try.
Okay, bye.
Oh,
And then I hand my ball to Fizzi.
Oh, thanks.
you're just like leaving.
I'm just gonna like step away and wait for him to throw it because I'm more interested in like the acts themselves, like playing the games than.
Well, do you want your prize?
Oh, I thought that was the prize.
Oh, I mean,
It's just like it just like lands in the tank, arcs up in the air, and lands in the tank.
yeah, each a woo sklunk, and she's
What's
like,
my prize?
and she's like, "What are you trying to hit me?" And
Okay.
and he's like, "Oh, you okay? Yeah, here's your prize." And he reaches under and pulls something out, and it's this like metal emblem, and it looks like
Yeah. Uh-huh.
ship wheel, ship steering wheel.
Uh-huh.
I think that's what it's
No.
called. That's probably what it's called. Yeah, it looks like one of those, and it's metal and it's plated gold.
Wow.
Here you
Is it a
go.
pin or anything, or it's just like a...
It's like an insignia. It's just like an emblem. Shows that
Okay,
you were able to
thanks.
do it.
Bye.
But bye.
Fizzy, that was the worst throw I've ever seen in my life.
It was terrible. I'm ashamed of myself.
I have brought this honor to my family.
Well,
Where do you want to go next?
is Kayth with us?
Yeah.
Just menacingly silent?
Yeah.
Kayth, do you want to do anything fun, or do you not know how?
Dads,
Well.
am I right?
I didn't. You know, we could go. I don't know. No, not really.
You don't want to drown that lady? You don't want to have fun at all?
Well, I had fun at the Sailors Challenge, and we're gonna have fun later at the mock Navy battle and stuff. I don't always need to be doing something every second of an event.
Okay. Fizzy, what do you want to do?
You see Sable just like looking at
This
Kayth,
guy's
like
boring.
give him a real like stank face.
Is there one of the? You said there was fishing, or like the duck race? Let's do the duck race.
There are duck races. So yeah, you can go up to. So you guys have been to the carnival where there's like the animatronic horses, and the horses like race across, and either you shoot water, or you just pick one, and one of them wins. Well, this is essentially the same thing, except they're real ducks. You sponsor a duck, and then that duck races to the end, and then whichever one wins is the winner. And if you
Oh
pick
my
the right,
God.
if you pick the right duck, then you win.
Moss has unfair advantage because she can coach her
I'm going to
duck.
speak to these ducks.
The carnival doesn't need to know that.
She's like, look here. Listen here, Rock. You gotta have the eye of the tiger.
So you guys want to do the duck racing?
Yeah.
Hell
All
yeah.
right. Guys will head up to the duck racing, and when you look, there is 5 little rows for 5 little ducks, and you'll see the ducks are in like so there's a little tiny pool that's to the left where they're just hanging out and having fun and doing a little swimming, and you see 5 different ducks. They each have their own color, so there's like a blue, a red, a purple, a green, blue, red, purple, blue, red, green, blue, red, yellow, green, and purple. Oh my god. I'm having a stroke. So those are the 5 those are the 5 colors. And each of them, you know, they have little like little flags on, like racing horses do. So like on them is a number and a color. And you see a couple people who have crowded up, and they're sitting on the stools, and the guy who's running it is currently, all right, who's your duck? Who's your duck? Which duck are you taking? Which duck is yours? You know, calling it out, and it's he's like 3 copper to put your money on a duck, 3 copper to put your money on a duck. What do you guys do?
Do I want to
I'm
take
gonna
10
put-
minutes to speak with animals?
Take 10 minutes. Next race in 1 minute. Next race in 1 minute.
Oh, this guy.
You're gonna have to assess them with your own natural abilities.
Yeah, can I get a look at these ducks?
Yeah, you can get a look at these ducks. Do a little nature check for me.
Oh,
These
God.
are ducks.
You're looking at them and you're like, huh. These are ducks.
These are ducks.
Do the ducks have names?
Yeah, the ducks got names. Yeah, see, you got blue, red, yellow, green, and purple. That's all their names.
Those are not their names.
That's ducks' names.
How are we supposed to?
Who's running this duck
How are we
race?
supposed to pick a duck to back if we have no emotional investment in there?
Do you raise these ducks?
No. Unfortunately, I don't raise these ducks. No. Are you looking to put some money on a duck? Are you looking to put some money on a duck?
Who raises these ducks?
Somebody does. He's got like a bunch of people waiting. He's at the race's about to start. I don't know. Somebody
I just want
does.
to know if they have love,
I'm
guys.
sure they've been loved before. Money on a duck.
Try to appeal to the audience. The one goblin that's there with his one copper, and he's like, I want to bet it on purple. Purple's the color of royalty, so he must be a regal duck. I remember that from art school. Purple's the color of royalty.
Okay, I'm gonna bet on a duck.
All right. That's 3 copper. 3 copper to bet on a duck.
I write all this down so I can do the math later.
Fizzi's gonna put 3 on purple.
I'm going
on
red.
purple. Red. All right.
Red ones go faster. There's an orc.
also-
There's an orc there, and he's like, "You're fucking stupid, goblin. Everyone knows red ones go faster. I want 3 on red."
Oh my gosh. All right. Hold on me. Okay. All right, so we've got, you said, who's doing,
Red.
Moss is doing red, Fizzi, you're doing
Purple.
purple. All right, that's 3 copper each. Kayth, you getting in on this?
Nah,
Come on, Kayth, you don't want to pick a duck?
they don't even have names.
They do have names. They're just bad names. We
The
can just call them our own thing.
The yellow duck turns to Kayth and looks him right in the eyes.
I'll find out their names after this.
All right, so how this works is I'm going to roll a d6 until 1 through 5 until one of the numbers has come up twice, and that duck wins. If I roll a 6, then it just keeps going.
My name is Amarillo. You should bet on me, long-eared one.
All right, so yellow is in the lead. Yellow duck is in the lead. Yellow duckling in the lead.
Amarillo!
In the lead.
Amarillo!
Yellow duck wins.
Amarillo! What?
Yellow duck wins by a landslide as the ducks line up. Yellow just guns out to a lead right in the beginning, and the other ducks don't even know what's going on as he makes it to the finish line and quacks all his way to a victory.
Moss leaves.
And people are like,
Fizzi fucking turns right around with it.
That
was fucking bullshit.
they stole our money, I think.
The yellow duck turns and looks at Kayth one last time, and he's like, I told you, brother, my name was Amarillo, and I was destined to win this race.
you guys will walk away from the duck races.
I hated that.
That was stupid. Never again.
I didn't even need to ask the ducks their names. I was so upset. Okay.
I don't think
Where's
they
RaRa?
had their names.
Yeah, let's go find RaRa.
What was
Where is
the gnome's name again, Hunter? Apple bottom jeans?
Boots with the fur. The
Wait,
fur.
What?
From the temple.
The Tempest Minstrels?
Woo! Tempest Minstrels, yeah.
Ah, gotcha. Okay, the Tempest Minstrels. So we
'Cause
have...
you have their actual names now, so I just want to make sure it's correct.
Yeah, so I've got... that's the half-elf. This guy is the dwarf, I believe. Yeah, that's the dwarf. Ovella is the human. Ah, yes, Fenric. But people call her Fen. Yes,
Fen,
that's the gnome.
That's right.
Yep.
All right, so RaRa's sitting there, and they're on their break, and she's like, Fen, okay, so then it tempos down at this part. So it's going to slow down, and you're going to bring in some winds. Like, the drums are lower, and they're slower. You're going to bring in some winds and maybe some triangle, and it's got to be more mysterious in this section.
You see them all like after like continuously performing, they're like jugging down water. Yeah, you got it. I'm
thinking something like this, and she minor allusions to the drum rhythm, and then she prestidigitates like the wind part of it.
Yeah.
And she turns her notebook around, and she's like showing her like the steps.
Yeah. I think we've got a good understanding. I think we'll definitely be able to figure out what you're trying to do. We're about to go right back on. So sorry, and goes back out and just is the only one like, guys, start something. And right when you're done talking, you're like, okay, you go back to dorking. The three of you will make your way up to the stage and see RaRa, who is currently sitting down at the corner edge of it.
RaRa! RaRa, look, I won this shark!
RaRa will hop down off the stage. Where did that happen? That's cool.
I wrung a gnome, and I also dunked a lady.
You rung a gnome? Isn't that kind of racist?
I'll look at Fizzi. Is that racist?
Fizzi,
No.
But it was ring a red cap, not ring a gnome. That's where you can say that.
Yeah, it's bring a red cap.
What did you do to a lady?
I dumped her in the water.
And then I almost hit her.
Yeah, Fizzi almost hit her.
You shouldn't. Did she
I didn't-
try to hit you first, Fizzi? Or
No, I'm just a really bad throw.
I threw the ball, and I hit the thing, and she fell in the water, and I got this medal.
oh, neat.
Then we bet on ducks, and that sucked.
That was terrible.
Not on ducks.
And Kayth hasn't done anything because he's allergic to fun.
What do you mean? We already have had a packed day
Oh my
already.
god, you don't have to explain yourself, Dad. When is the lantern making? RaRa like looks up to see where the sun is.
I'm just saying we have the naval battle still tonight, don't we?
Yeah.
We do.
I do
have
want
RaRa performance
to
still,
make a
don't we?
lantern.
So we've it's a lot of activity. I'm just
She sort of visibly like hackles up when you say RaRa's performance.
just soaking it all in.
Have you done these fun games before?
Who, me?
Any of you?
I've done games before.
No, not really.
Well, that explains a lot, Fizzi. But also, me either. But they're fun.
Except for the duck race.
That duck race sucked. We don't count it.
I bet that duck race was rigged.
Did you guys bet on yellow?
I did red.
No.
Oh, you always bet on yellow in a duck race.
Why?
Say it.
Because yellow is the color of the sun, and the sun always rises.
I was saying ducks are yellow.
That's not true. Most ducks are not yellow.
All of these ducks were yellow.
No, they were purple and red and... I bet on red, and I don't even think mine left the starting line.
I mean, that was a smart bet. Red ones do go faster.
It didn't move.
No, neither did purple. I think purple actually turned red.
Oh, purple's the color of royalty. Like, the other duck should have bowed down and let him win.
You're right, but they didn't.
Is
Oh.
your performance before or after the naval battle?
Before, I think. I think that's like at proper night.
Got it. How do you
But-
feel?
Nervous.
Why? You do this for a living.
Right. I'm good. Did you want to make lanterns? It's lantern making time, right?
Yeah.
Is correct. Yeah. All right. So, if you guys decide you want to go do lantern making, there's lantern workshops. So all across, so in different areas of the Grand Plaza and outside of some stores and some of the stalls, there are lantern workshops where you can. So you can go up. And there's a portion where you start by getting a base blank lantern. And the lantern is just this, it's a metal, it's not metal, it's a...
Oh, it's metal. Paper? Is this like a tangled lantern? Like they float away in the sky?
Yes. So it's a paper, but so you have the metal spiral on the inside and the
like
paper.
the skeleton.
So it folds out. But before, you are allowed to choose a color of the paper. The color of paper is white, so like eggshell white. Then there's like tan. Then there's like blue. Then there's like teal. And then there's like red. So you can pick any of those 5 colors to start your lantern.
Red, please.
Who's our lantern instructor?
Nice little old lady, and she
human lady,
yes,
dwarf lady,
yep, she looks like an old human lady. She has very short gray hair, and she has these very puffy, real big puffy cheeks, and she's got like the sort of creases in her face all along. She's got deep crow's feet. And she's a little hunched over, and she's like, got her hands cupped together, and, oh, hello, you here to make a lantern?
Yeah.
Oh, welcome, yes. So, you go start here with the lantern, and, you pick the color of paper that you want to start with. You would like red?
Well,
yeah.
Okay.
What's the significance? Like, so there's the ribbons, right, that are like, they carry your wishes on the winds of Coralthea. What's the significance of the lantern for the Tempest Fair?
That's a good question.
Yeah, it is a very good question. You're a smart little whippersnapper. So after everybody makes their lanterns, later tonight, after the mock naval battle, we have the lantern parade, where all of the lanterns made will be lit and set off into the sky. Now, you're right, there are the ribbons where the winds carry your dreams and wishes. The lanterns are to signify the coming of a new season, and as your lantern goes into the sky, you are letting go of your past, your past grievances, your past mistakes, and you're hoping for a better future is basically what it signifies. Does that answer your question?
Yes.
So when you're done making your lantern, you will bring it up to the table over there across the plaza.
She'll point, and there's a little old man with a cane, and he's like,
Oh, do you know him?
Yes, that's my very good-looking husband.
Oh, wow.
he's bald on the top. He's got hair on the side. It's all gray, and it's like really like out there. And he's got it looks like he only has bottom teeth. You're not sure if he has top teeth because he's just like. And he's got the cane, and his eyes are closed, even though he's got glasses on. And his eyes are closed.
Is he asleep?
And you see him like.
No,
Wow.
he's awake. He's awake.
Oh.
But when you're done, you bring it to that table, and then we give it to the city, and then the city will arrange for them to be lit.
Does the color have a significance?
No, the color is just for your preference, but the things that you add to it will personalize it to who you are. So really, the lantern itself will symbolize you when it's done.
Who picks these up after they light them?
Oh, no, they go into the sky, and they eventually will burn up. The heat of the flame will reach the paper within inside, and then they'll burn up. And then any bits of ash there is will fall, and then be carried away with the wind somewhere else in the world.
And birds eat them.
But isn't it a metal
No.
skeleton?
So the metal is very thin. It's sort of like
Moss, it's okay.
I'm just asking.
No, it's a good question. It is. I don't know all the technical jargon, but I know that the metal is. It's not exactly full metal, but eventually it will degrade when it hits the water.
That is what I was waiting for. Now I feel better about making a lantern.
Okay.
He's very nature conscious.
I see.
She's a powerful druid.
Kind of, I am.
Oh, powerful druid. Can you druid something?
Do a druid craft. Do druid craft, Moss.
I won this shard.
Make a little flower, and RaRa will prestidigitate a flower.
Oh, yeah, I made that.
Oh, very nice.
Actually, RaRa will pluck it out of her head, and she'll like put it in front of Moss.
I made that come out of her head.
Wow.
Okay, I'm bye.
All right. So what are the colors? And who is making a lantern?
Do you have to pay
Fizzi
money
is.
to make this lantern?
No.
Perfect, I'm making one.
I think everybody's making a lantern.
All right, RaRa, what color are you taking?
So what were the colors? There's eggshell, tan, blue, teal. What was the
Red.
fifth one? Red.
Mhm.
I guess. What's the antithesis of blue? Red, I guess, in this situation. I guess red for RaRa's.
Okay, Moss.
I would like red too. Are we allowed to double up?
That's totally fine. Fizzi,
Heal.
teal, Kayth,
Blue.
blue. All right, each of you have the start of your lantern now. Now, she says to you that you are now allowed to decorate this in any fashion that you'd like. You can, pencil on something and sketch things, but throughout the stalls, so there's like a big circle that goes down and then back around to her husband on the other side. Each stall has like something that you could use, and they essentially have. So like if you can think of something that you want on the lantern, one of the stalls will have it, and you can attach it to it, kind of like stickers, but they're just like the paper. They're just able to stick to the lantern. So, however you want to design your lantern, I'm going to ask you. You're going to describe what you would design your lantern like, or what you would add to it, and then that's it. You'll have your lantern created. So I'll start with Joey. Joey, how are you designing your lantern? What sort of things would you add to
I think RaRa would do glitter, like she would try to do a flame motif like her outfit on the red. She would want to add tassels.
Okay.
And I think that she would want to at some point write on. They were about getting rid of past to move forward.
Yeah, sort of trying to get past your any mistakes you've made, or your past self that you hope to move away from. Basically starting anew. And burning away the things that you want to forget.
I think she would write Joel Chiro on there. She would write Abigail Miller on there. And she would write Marnum on there.
Marnum.
Okay. And that's it?
Yep.
All right, Moss, how do you design yours?
I think that she's just super excited to be here and that she's never done anything like this before. So she's going to go to each station and just dump a bunch of random shit from each station on it. Like, I have this thing here that I did in college, and we had to build a box, and I was in college, and it just says maze box, and I painted it.
So do you just put everything available on it and then write Moss's lantern?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, all right. Note taken. All right, Fizzi.
Fizzi is going to quick sketch some of his failed inventions on it. And on one side, he is going to draw what looks like a cannon that has exploded.
Okay. Anything else?
He's gonna sketch a salt dagger.
All right.
And if there's any like gears or options like that, he'd stick some of those on there too.
All right. Kayth, we are to you.
I take out my cartographer's tools.
Okay.
This motherfucker sits down. He sets up a whole area,
a whole ass station. Like there's tables set up for like kids, like for like 8 of them to work and like draw and with like crayon. And Kayth takes a table, uses the whole thing.
It sort of gets inspired, like how the old man had his house set up, and he'll start making sort of a linear map of like his journey from when he left till now, and then he'll wrap it around the lantern.
Okay. Anything else?
B. That's all I got. B.
All right, so you guys will spend the next probably this takes a while. I mean, you go to each stall to look at everything. It's like walking a convention floor, like MegaCon basically. So we'll say like almost 2 hours to walk the entire thing and look at each thing and put things on and wait for Kayth to take out his entire cartographer's tools and draw up a map and put it on his.
I'm always strapped with my cartographer's tools. That little thing to do the.
But either way. It takes about 2 hours, but you'll make it all the way back to the old man. You'll be able to...
super interesting watching Kayth, and RaRa looks over at Fizzi's lantern and she points at the blown up cannon. She's like, "Fizzi, what's that?"
He'll turn to you, RaRa. He'll be like, "You see this little singe I got?"
You could just trim that off and.
No, it's yeah, let's just say I tried to run before I could walk. I first attempt at a homemade cannon exploded, and luckily 2 of my brothers were there, and they took me to the hospital. Gimlet and Sparkplug.
Your brothers' names are Gimlet and Sparkplug?
Yep. Gimlet, Sparkplug, Bolthead, then me.
Wow, you really lucked out on the naming.
I know, I sure did. I don't know what they were thinking for them. But, yeah.
So that like, blew up and hurt just you?
No, luckily I was the only person that did get hurt, but, just destroyed a little bit of my house.
How old were you when you blew yourself up?
Oh gosh, I was so young. Probably, I don't know, 18 or 19 in human years.
Huh.
Yeah, that wasn't good.
And then you built a whole ass cannon that can blow up a whole ship.
It did. I guess that was more for me to just prove myself that, you know, what I set out to do all that time ago, I could complete, you know, make it work. I did that, and then I made Obi.
He's just like,
during your guys' lantern making, so during the 2-hour time, you will notice that there is a bard currently doing a little performance in the Grand Plaza. Not on stage, just doing a little performance. And has a bit of a crowd. And if you guys look while doing your lanterns, it is the Hot Bard. The Hot Bard is drawing a little crowd, and not like huge scale, but a crowd that is nonetheless just very infatuated with him as he plays very mundane little diddles.
That guy's got a lot of nerve jumping in the middle of their performance like that.
There's nothing going on stage at the moment.
What a coward. He can't even get on the stage.
But that just happens while you guys are doing your lanterns. By the time you guys are done with your lanterns, he is also done and no longer performing.
Hate that guy.
So you guys you finish your lanterns, hand them off to the old man, and it's about 6 o'clock now. It's getting close to sunset, but the sun is starting to go down, and it is getting a little dark here in Tapas. So there are a bunch of lights that start coming on all across the area in the Grand Plaza. So a bunch of fires are being lit, and there's like colorful lights in areas. But the area, even though the sun is going down, the area is very filled with beautiful lights. So, as you guys finish doing that, and it's around 6 o'clock, RaRa, your performance is in about probably an hour. It's getting close. Now, at this point, there are bards going up on stage and doing their performances one after the other now, at this point. So there is performances from the local bards and bards from out of town doing performances. And you guys will notice a familiar face go up onto the stage. You will see... Come on. You will see Kelvin.
Oh, Kelvin!
Kelvin will find his way on stage.
Moss sniffs the air.
Who is he?
You don't remember Kelvin?
He was the homeless man who started singing, and it was incredible, but he also smelled bad.
He smelled like a basement.
Right.
Or an attic.
So you guys will see Calvin get up on stage, and already there's a bunch of people who are very disinterested. There are people who are starting to just not pay attention and eat their food, and they're like doing their own thing. And there's a couple people who are just watching because they got good seats and they don't want to move. But most of the people here are pretty disinterested. But Calvin will get up on stage, and
people are like obviously disinterested. RaRa will notice that, and she'll sort of wiggle her way through the crowd up towards the front, and she'll try to get as close to the front as she can.
Yeah, so will Fizzi.
All right. Kayth and Moss?
I guess I'll follow them, but you guys, do you think he's still going to smell the way he did? Are we going to smell him for where we are?
Not from down here.
Okay,
You gotta
I'm
be like right up on him.
I think I'm gonna stick a little bit away. I think
You
a
should
little
go
bit.
find... You
Alara.
don't even know
Alara.
her name.
Oh yeah,
Wind
it's
Rider.
getting to be about the magic hour, Kayth. If you're gonna like invite her to do things, now would be the time.
I've done my move. Ball's in her court.
You've done your move. What?
She's got to leave me something like a token or something to win the rest of the game.
Mm.
You know, I showed up, showed out.
You walked into her store. How many people do you remember? If you were a shopkeeper, you think you'd just be like, "Oh, hey, you're
Yeah,
that
but
person that came in to spend gold in my store."
We both won our challenges.
And I'm gonna win one tomorrow.
Did you talk to her after the challenge, though? Did you go over and do a little peck pop?
I can't do that.
Can't peck pop? RaRa does a little peck pop.
All right. So, you guys prepare for this little show. Calvin gets up on stage and gets he has a little lute and starts to strum it a little bit and looks basically the exact same as the last time you saw him.
Oh, he really should have came and saw me. I would have helped him get around for this.
You can't smell him from here because he's pretty far away.
Oh, I know he smells exactly the same. I
But
see him with my eyes.
He's standing in the center of the stage where the sound can be heard, sort of like an amphitheater kind of thing, and he will string the lute, and it sounds beautiful, and it goes like this. The ocean's edge where time stands still, where youth is bright and hearts can thrill. But waves will rise and sands will shift and beauties bloom, the sea will lift. Oh, whispers of the tide they call to every soul that fears the fall. When the mirror cracks and fades away, only truth and shadow stay. A face once loved, now turned to gray. The years have called their solemn way. But in the deep where secrets hide, the tide will carry what we bide. Oh, whispers of the tide they call to every soul that fears the fall. When the mirror cracks and fades away, only truth and shadow stay. The moon will rise, the sun will set on dreams we chase and those we forget. But in the end, we all must find the tide that sparks the heart unbinds. Oh, whispers of the tide they call to every soul that fears the fall. When the mirror cracks and fades away, only truth and shadow stay. So let the tide wash over me, erase the face that want to see. For in the waves I'll find my peace, where the whispers of the tide never cease. And his song will end. There is very light clapping.
Oh my god, can I try to do a persuasive clap, DM? To try to get the crowd to respond? Yeah.
Would you like to roll to start a slow clap?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's already light clapping, so
Yeah.
can I just try to, like, raise the crowd up a little?
You can certainly try. I'd say you can use persuasion or performance. It's up to you.
Feels like more of a persuasion, so...
Okay. $15. So, RaRa, tell me how you do this. What are you doing?
She looks around, she sees a couple of golf clappers and everybody else sort of disinterested. And she'll sort of like hop up and chair surf her chair a little bit. So like 1 foot on the back, 1 foot on the bottom, and she'll just like put her hands in the air and clap, wings will spread out. Maybe she'll prestidigitate up a little spark of light so people notice. She's sort of doing the highest standing ovation that she can.
Okay, the highest standing ovation that she can. Okay. So yeah, you get up on your chair, and the rest of you see RaRa get up, and yeah, you know, doing a little cheer, throwing the lights up, and people
Fizzi will
around
follow
her.
suit.
Fizzi will join you, and you'll watch as the crowd sort of looks up at you, and they're like, "Oh, you have seemed to upstage Kelvin." And people are very interested in you, in your clapping for Kelvin. And you will see Calvin smile as big as someone possibly could, looks at you clapping and Fizzi, and just big smile with these just sort of low eyes. And he will give a bow and say, "Thank you. Thank you, everybody." And put his lute on his back and head off stage. It looks as though you made him very happy. And everyone else is again, "Oh, yeah. This girl, yeah, kind of cool." And that will conclude Calvin's performance. As new bards head up on stage to begin their performances.
That wasn't my intention. As RaRa will say, she gets back down in her chair.
It was a pretty cool chair slide.
Thanks.
8 out of 10 chair slide.
All right.
Sorry, not all of us have spent our youth sliding down stairs on shields, so.
Judges never give a perfect 10, so 8 is
I'm
like...
sorry, wait. That sounds so fun. Who's done that?
That's an elf thing. At least that's what I hear.
What?
I mean, I was taught with weapons since I was very young, but... Where did you hear? You can't trust everything you hear in a bar.
Fizzi, do you have a shield?
I do.
I could.
We have to try this, you guys.
RaRa, your performance is coming up very soon. What is RaRa doing to prepare?
I'm not next, am I?
You're probably about 3 bards away.
Okay. So, she's probably not paying attention to the next 3 performances. She's
Okay.
probably got her head between her knees right now in the crash position, just sort of rocking back and forth, talking under her breath.
Are you not excited?
Yeah, I'm excited.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
You look not excited.
Moss, I'm okay.
Okay, but we're excited to see you perform, you know.
Yeah.
I know. And I'm excited to perform for you.
It's just a festival. We're all here to just have fun.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, it's like, you know, it's a small run-of-the-mill town, RaRa. Like, you've probably performed much bigger places than this place.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like performing?
Yes.
Insight
Okay.
check, DM.
Sure.
Oh,
I believe her.
I'm gonna insight check that too.
I rolled a 7.
All right.
I rolled a 5.
All right. These are good.
RaRa, what do we get off of a 7?
Yeah, she's probably
Hard
just,
to read.
she's in the zone, you know. She's
Lots of-
zoning up.
born and bred.
This must be like a pre-performance ritual.
And with that, let's go ahead and take a break, everybody. Get our poos, our peas, our drinks, our foods, whatever you need. Get your little snacky poos. We'll be right back in about 5-ish minutes, so please don't run away. And we'll be right back, and once we do, we will see this RaRa performance. We'll be right back, guys.
Hey there, dipshits. It's me, Joey, a.k.a. Slooty Mage.
I'm Hunter, voice of Hunter Taylor.
And I'm Carter, Deagle Eagle. We're
Older and Dumber.
Every Friday, we drop wisdom, humor, and a whole lot of nonsense. You won't want to miss it.
Become a patron today for as low as $5 a month. Get early access to all our episodes and exclusive behind-the-scenes looks at all the things we're doing and May's super secret editing notes.
Shout out to all our awesome dipshits. Your support really helps keep this madness going.
Join the crew, be a dipshit. It's an exclusive club, and you're invited.
So dipshits mark your calendar every Friday for a dose of older and dumber craziness. See you there.
Fade to black. Now my stand. Fade to black.
Hey everybody, we are back and welcome to the adventures of Coralthea Waking Fates. And before we continue, some words from our Joey.
Oh, you guys know the drill at this point if you've been watching the campaign. This is the part where I beg.
It's on his hands.
Guys, if you're enjoying what you're seeing so far, you can follow us here on Twitch and stay current on the campaign. It's only, a Twitch amount of dollars to become a sub. Or you can gift subs to your friends and other viewers here on the channel, and then that helps us grow. If you don't care about staying live, though, you can watch these on YouTube on Saturdays when we drop them there for free. You don't have to pay us any money for that, but you're a week behind because you're not good at keeping current. You're a procrastinator.
Oh my god.
YouTubers, procrastinators. But while you're procrastinating over there, make sure you like, comment, and ring the bell. That'll keep you up to date. Oh, subscribe. Subscribe, ring the bell. That's the steps there. It's a 2-step program.
It's a lot easier than 12.
Yeah. And even though you don't get tokens for your months of doing that, we are the tokens. Our appreciation is your token. You can now interact with us here on Twitch with your biddies. Get your biddies out. You can affect the game, give us natural 20s and +1s and other things. Throw your bits at us. It's where is it, Hunter? It's over here.
Point the other way.
Other way.
Over here. It's over here.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You click on those. You say, "Here's some biddies," and then you affect the game. You are the winds and waking fates of Coralthea.
Ooh.
I'm trying to stall and buy you time to buy your biddies to help my performance. Finally, we have a Patreon. Patreon.com/older, the letter N, dumber. There you can support us. It's less than a cup of coffee from your favorite coffee shop every month. $5.99 or $5 to get started. $5.99 here on Twitch. $5 on Patreon. It's cheaper to support us over there. And if you're a patron through December or January, you're going to get a custom 11x17 full color, full bleed print of the party, wishing you a happy holidays, personalized by all of us. Hunter, put it up on the screen. Look at that. Isn't it fantastic? I'm sure he's got it up there by now. He's an excellent producer.
It's right there.
That says Coralthea. Oh, there it is. Look at that. Beautiful. I'm delayed. You've already seen it. But if you want that, if you want a physical version of that you can hold in your hands and lick, just become a patron backer. It's so simple. Go over to patreon.com/olderanddomber. $5. Become a backer. All that money goes back into what we produce, and we appreciate every cent, guys. It helps us make better content for you. Let's get back to it, Hunter.
All right, everybody. Let's go ahead and jump right back into this adventure. Last we left off, RaRa is getting geared up for her performance. And that is what we'll be doing here in just a few moments. RaRa, continue to give us a little I mean, you're about to go on stage. The last performance right before you, the sun is coming down. It's setting over the water right now. RaRa's about to go up. RaRa, what are you doing? And then the rest of you, do you help her in any way? Give her any words of encouragement?
The sun doesn't set over the water, DM. It rises over the water. Top is on the east coast.
Top is on the east coast. Unless the sun goes
backwards.
You're right. That's my bad. Because I have things. Anyway, the sun is setting over the far mountains and hills behind Top.
We've established
which sun sets first. Which sun sets first?
One of the two.
Right.
One of the two. One of the two.
It's like Tatooine, but not a desert.
Right. One of the two. But anyway, that's happening. RaRa, what are you doing to get yourself ready? And then after you describe what you're doing to get ready, the rest of you, do you give any words of encouragement, or what do you do?
RaRa is trying to keep her breathing under control, and she'll like reach out like past Moss, and she'll like find Fizzi's shoulder, and she'll like tap it, and she'll be like, Fizzi, I've got to set up the pyro before I go. Can you help me set up the pyro so we can get it done quicker? And I know it'll be done right because you know what you're doing when it comes to that stuff.
Absolutely, RaRa. I'd be honored.
Thank you.
Fizzi will just look like RaRa and just As someone who's given lots of presentations of my inventions over the years, I even to this day still get nervous. It's just a part of being alive. But you got this, RaRa.
All right, let's go to the staging area so that we're ready to go.
Right behind you.
Okay, we'll stay here.
Good luck.
She'll reach down and she'll squeeze Moss's shoulder, and then she'll be like,
You're gonna do great.
see you after.
Hold on.
Yes. He's got to bring up the rules for RaRa dying.
No. I just lost what I was looking for. There we go. Okay. You are about to get ready. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting ready. You're in the staging area. Everyone's sort of like giving you a little words of encouragement, and you are going to feel a hand on your shoulder.
Okay.
The rest of you look and
RaRa jumps a little bit.
The rest of you look and see this person first, and then RaRa, you'll see them. And standing behind you, with a huge smile on his face and his big old hat on his head and his big belly. He's got one hand on his belly, one hand on his shoulder, and he says, I'm sure you're gonna do great. I'm really excited to see you do your performance.
Oh, it's the hoarder crazy man.
Mithras.
You guys see Mithras as he gives you a little words of encouragement, you know? But he says that, and what do you guys say?
Thanks.
Oh, it's the crazy man.
Hey, Mithras.
Sort of smiles and laughs.
I don't like that.
Glad you could join
Hi.
us.
Hi, Fizzi. Hi, Kayth. RaRa, you're gonna do great. And gives 2 thumbs up. Just remember to perform from in here, you know?
Uh-huh.
And remember to breathe. And the rest of us will go find a seat, huh? Looks at you guys.
Oh, he's staying with us. Yeah.
All right, then what are we waiting for? And he'll start walking over to an area, and you'll notice that when he walks over somewhere, he actually goes up to near the front, and some people are sitting there, but they look over and see him, and they go, "Oh, here," and they just get up and they're like, "Do you want this seat?"
Damn,
And,
this dude.
Is it because
he's
he's
just-
old?
And he's got his cane and he's walking. He's like, "Thank you," and he'll sit down in that spot and he'll look over to you guys. Look, I found some seats.
Did they just give those to you because they're old and crazy?
No,
Maybe.
he's
What?
an
Kayth?
adventurer.
So are we. Nobody gives us seats.
Yes, but he was a famous adventurer, or at least, well,
Were you famous?
I don't know about famous. I just did some good.
Got it.
Big
Why does he
smile.
always laugh?
He's jolly.
I don't like it.
RaRa, you'll head up on stage out back, and you're like in the ready area as the bar before you is finishing.
And I'll open up the box that I got from Alara, and I'll be like, all right, Fizzi. The small ones and the powder, they go on the sides of the stage. I'll set don't worry about the parchments. I'll set those. The big ones go in the back. They're for after the performance is at its end.
Gotcha, RaRa. Yeah, I'll pick them up and start going around and set them up.
All right, you do that. So, RaRa, you'll take some time to set up your stuff, and the bar before you is finishing, and you're about to begin.
Not bad.
And yeah, Mithras is with you guys sitting down, just excited to watch. So, let me do a thing. Move this over. So, RaRa.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You're right in front of the drapes. You're about to go out there. What's going through your head? What are you thinking?
I've got this is the first time. I've got to nail this. It's all come down to this.
All right, RaRa, as you take a big breath, you let it out. Here we go. As the sun sets over the Grand Plaza, RaRa takes the stage.
I'm already clapping.
You hear a lone clap in the crowd. She is
Rara
draped,
smiles a little bit.
She's draped in her outfit of gold dust and crushed gemstones that dances and burns in the light of the lanterns. RaRa shouts out over the crowded plaza.
This performance is dedicated to the brave men and women of the Tapas City Guard that inspired it.
By this time, Fizzi will get back to his chair.
And if you could, please give me your first performance check, and you have advantage. Oop. Very nice.
How do you make it do that?
You can click roll with advantage when you click on D&D Beyond.
As you yell out your cheer to the crowd, along with your friends, immediately, yeah, they're cheering very loud, and they're waiting in anticipation as it's heightened. You even see a few coins get thrown up onto the stage, and even Mithras, this is gonna be great. And everyone's clapping, and you will hear the music begin to start. The Tempest minstrels pound their drums as RaRa begins to tap her foot to the rhythm. With a loud boom from a bass drum, she thrusts her fists into the air and throws herself into her routine. RaRa leaps and bounds across the stage, punching and kicking with gusto. Give me an acrobatics check with advantage.
You got it.
Woo! Her movements are fluid and awe-inspiring. Gasps and applause erupt from the audience. Someone even throws a small pouch up onto the stage. She spins, stomps, and drops her hips as she moves to the impact of the drums. Every inch of her body flows through the rhythm of the dance. She brings her hands together with a resounding clap, and the drummers increase the tempo. RaRa rolls the music through her body so that her hips sway and seduce. The pounding beat slows, and so does RaRa. Her movements speak of mystery and magic. Please, if you could, make an Arcana check. No advantage.
Oh, guys.
Would you like to inner monologue? Or would you like to just continue? 2 out of 3 so far.
It's okay. I'm gonna inner monologue. I have to do this. Everyone's watching me. This is my first time performing without her in control. Without any of them in control. This is my performance. I put it together. I have to get this right.
All right, go ahead. Give me a roll.
Oh my god.
Well, fortunately, we'll take the 2 and not the natural 1. So, as RaRa begins this portion of her routine where there's about to be this quick manifestation of smoke that was supposed to happen, instead, the smoke effect sort of falters and dissipates unevenly. Some of it shoots off in a different direction, and it just doesn't give the effect. It just sort of breaks the illusion a bit, and the audience takes note of that, and the applause becomes a bit hesitant.
Not mine.
You can see that she's horrified as she pushes through.
So a quick presentation manifests into
How many bits for a nat 20?
2,000. A quick presentation manifests into a little lackluster smoke effect. Dancing amethysts, plumes that twist around her as she leads them through the steps. They're sort of faltering in place and not really following her as she wanted to. But the music begins to build again as RaRa turns and drops, pounding the platform with her fists. When her hands connect, the smoke vanishes, and 3 identical RaRas take its place. She rises from the floor and propels herself across the stage, and her copies follow in perfect lockstep. The group splits in 2, half right, half left, perfectly mirrored. As they throw their hands into the air, sparks launch from the side of the stage. They pirouette back to the center stage in a blur as illusionary flames rain down behind them. As the sparks fade, again, the music drops into the mysterious melody of before, and the dancers' movements become measured and deliberate. Please make an insight check, no advantage.
Ooh.
Is this part of the pyrotechnics, DM?
This is you getting a gauge of the crowd as you are. So this is as your dance grows more mysterious, you're gauging the audience's reaction and adjusting your pacing and energy to maintain the engagement. That is what this check is for. You unfortunately fail. As you are calming down and going to this lower build, you kind of misread the audience a little bit, and you linger a little too long on a section, and it causes a few watchers to lose interest, but a few people start whispering and shifting uncomfortably. However, this does not falter you. People purple vapor swirls, and purple vapors swirls them, and they are ethereal. Their dance is a caress. They dance as they caress their hands, slide through the shimmering smoke and across their own bodies. As the mirrored images, the minstrels pick up the pace once more, and the music builds to the crescendo. At its peak, the mist and copies vanish, and RaRa launches 20 feet into the sky, spinning as she rises into the air and returns to the stage. If you could, please give me an athletics check with advantage using your charisma modifier.
It's gonna be complicated, DM.
It's not. So what's your
charisma +5? Well, so a 12.
Because you're not proficient in athletics, correct?
Right.
But you have a +5 to charisma?
Yeah.
Okay. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Gotcha. All right. RaRa will launch 20 feet into the air, and she will come down as she leaps off, or leaps. Her leap is slightly off center, and she lands a little awkwardly. While she recovers and, however, finishes the routine, as she finishes the routine, she drops the final 3 feet, hits the stage, off foot, stomps around a little bit, but gets back onto the drum beat, and people in the crowd are a little, oh, that kind of looked like it hurt. But we are accompanied by the final drum beats and a cascade of fireworks that light the stage in a brilliant display. She hops up, raises her arms high above her head, breathless and heaving. RaRa holds her last pose, giving a smile wide and letting the moment envelop her as she waits for the crowd's reaction. The music will stop. RaRa, the world goes just silent for a moment as the music stops. And you look at the crowd, you look at your friends, you even see Mithras trying to gauge what has happened, what you've done. As you look around the crowd, your friends are obviously clapping. Mithras gives a clap. And you look to the crowd, and you see a very medium clapping and thanks. A very, yeah, that was good. It was good. She did a good job. And as the world sort of speeds back up, and you hear the people around you, they're, yeah, that was all right. That was pretty good. Yeah, I liked it. She kind of really messed up the... And you hear a little bit, but you do hear some of the things you did wrong from people, but more or less, you do hear people that enjoyed the performance. Nothing spectacular or outstanding, but nothing awful and disgusting. Right down the center, very average. But you see Mithras with a large smile. You see your friends cheering wildly as you see their smiles. And you look upon the stage. There are coins and pouches all around. And they are collected up for you. And you are brought over a pouch. They hand it to you, and the person's like, "Hey, you did an all right job."
They go to hand it to her, and she just slaps it out of their hand. You guys see the smile falter off her face, and she just runs off the stage.
Oh. Guy just walks away.
And she'll down the stairs to wherever the band pit is, and she'll just look for she'll look around. She'll look for any sort of is there a drink that's half drink? Just sitting on the steps or on the bandstand or somebody's drink just there.
Do you guys? What do you guys do?
I thought that was awesome. What?
That was great.
She looked mad. Should we go?
We should probably go.
I don't think it was up to her standards.
It was so cool. Did you see the way she jumped up there?
That was cool.
If she can find, like, you know, whatever's around, she'll just grab it and she'll just pound it, like slam the whole thing.
Sure. Mithras will get up and, you know, have his cane. I think you guys should probably go talk to her, maybe. Seems like she's a little upset.
Okay.
And, I'll have some, drinks ready for you all if you'd like. I'll meet you over at that stall if you'd like something after talking, or if she needs anything.
Thank you, Mithras.
And you'll see him walk away with his cane, make his way over there.
I start heading in the direction that RaRa walked often.
I'll follow.
You guys will walk that way, and you will see a drinking and a little distraught RaRa, as she has went to one of the Blossom Brewers stalls and grabbed one of the summer blossoms, and is starting to just drink it down.
I push Kayth ahead of me.
Give me another one!
What do you... I look back at Moss. What
Fix it.
do you want me to do?
Tell her how incredible it was.
Slam the cup down on the bar, or on the countertop. Just give me another one!
I'm scared of her right
I
now.
will walk up to RaRa. RaRa?
She'll just pound the next drink.
What's wrong?
What do you mean, what's wrong? It fucked up the whole thing! And she'll throw the glass. Or the cup, whatever they're serving them in.
Mm-hmm.
Are they glass or metal? Does it live?
It's wooden.
So
like,
it
a
lives.
wooden, like a wooden mug, just throws.
Why did you want to do this performance in the first place?
And she'll put her silvers down or whatever, however much it is. Give me another one.
Fizzi will walk up too.
Gives
Yeah,
you
I will
another
too.
one.
Fizzi will push your coin away. Next round's on me, RaRa.
I don't need
By the
your
way-
pity, Fizzi.
No pity. Just having some drinks. I think you did great.
I didn't do great!
Hey! Don't yell at Fizzi. You did great. It was incredible. The way you jumped up 20 feet in the air, that was insane.
Do you think I can do that?
No. Well, you could shoot yourself out of a cannon. Maybe.
I can. Maybe. I don't want to try it.
Your performance was incredible.
She grabs the next one and she just pounds it. It was not incredible! It was wrong! It was all wrong!
According to who?
She'll sort of like step over next to like the wall, like the garden wall, and she'll just like sit down on it. I should have known. I should have always known.
Should have known what?
That I'm worthless.
Says who? We don't think you're worthless.
I've always been worthless, Fizzi. I've always been worthless.
Are you kidding? You put on a great show.
Yeah.
If you're not perfect, you're worthless.
That's not true at all.
No. I'm you
Look
have the
at
whole
Fizzi.
crowd clapping.
Fizzi blew himself up.
They were all right. They were all right. They were all right. All along, they were all right.
Whoever they are, don't believe it, RaRa.
Shut up! You don't know anything!
Hey! Can't talk to our friends like that.
What do you know, Moss? You don't know anything!
I know that you were really excited and that we were really excited to see you, and none of that has changed.
I should have done any of this. I never should have done any of this.
Performance?
They aren't gonna do anything without them.
Who is them?
Yeah.
I have to go. I have to go away. I can't.
Go away where? Where are we going?
So stupid. I'm so stupid.
Why do you think you're stupid?
RaRa will just she'll just stand up and she'll just start walking back towards the she doesn't really walk in a direction, she's just walking.
Do we follow her?
Yeah.
All right. Come on, Obi. We're gonna follow RaRa.
Are we just gonna trail behind her silently? Like, that doesn't seem...
I don't.
Well, you will see RaRa head off. RaRa, where do you go?
She's not really walking in any particular direction.
And
She's walking into the crowd.
Just walking into the crowd. Okay.
Yeah.
And you guys are just following, or what are you doing?
I
I'm
guess I'm
following.
gonna try and, like, push through some people and catch up with her. RaRa, I think your performance was great and you're being a little hard on yourself. I couldn't do that even if I tried. You did some really incredible things.
Also, you had like a week.
To get it right, and I didn't.
No, you got it right.
Even if you didn't get it perfect, that doesn't matter. This was a festival celebrating, I mean, our group.
Celebrating new beginnings.
And it doesn't need to be perfect.
Right? Doesn't need to be perfect to be good.
Does need to be perfect!
None of us are perfect!
None of us
Look
are.
around you! Look at all of us!
I've been living in my
It's
parents'
okay.
shadow.
Kayth doesn't know how to have fun. Fizzi blew himself up. I don't know what I'm doing half of the time. None of us are perfect.
Right? If I was perfect by now, you know, as soon as the name comes up, they say, "Oh, you mean like Fizzi?" And not my parents. But I'm not perfect.
I know how to have fun. Once I read
This isn't about you right now.
Don't you know?
I don't know what you went through at your fancy school. And I'm sure that it wasn't great, but everything that you've done has led you here. And I'm really happy that it has. And
Exactly.
I thought your performance was great. We were clapping before you even really stepped onto the stage. It's not about the performance to us. It's about you. And we're all here for you. And if it doesn't go perfectly, we're here to make you feel better. And if it's not about that. It was supposed to be fun. You were supposed to have fun.
RaRa takes a couple more steps forward, and she'll just like drop to her knees on the ground. And she'll just sort of rock there. And she's whispering something under her breath.
Could I perception that?
Sure.
Nat 20.
Holy shit. Put it in.
Not to ruin a moment, but natural 20. Joey, do you want to message me what you're saying? Or message David what you're saying?
Sure. /W. What the this shit. Right? /W Fizzi.
That should work.
David?
Mm.
Yeah. All right. Over and over.
You want to message me what you're saying too?
Sure, DM. Why wouldn't I?
Fizzi's gonna sit down next to RaRa. RaRa, just because you're not perfect doesn't mean you're worthless. I don't know who drilled that into you, but it's bullshit. If that's the case, he'll point out to that whole crowd. That whole crowd, fucking worthless. Nobody's perfect. Nobody will ever be perfect. That's the way life is. You just gotta keep doing what you're doing, and you'll only get better. I think you did fucking great. You know, Moss was right. We came here because we care about you. Not because we hold you to some standard or expect you to, you know, not fuck up anything or do everything perfectly. I can't throw a fucking ball to hit a target.
That's true, he can't.
I saw.
It was bad, in fact.
It's 100 times easier than going up on stage and doing what you did. Literally, 10 fucking feet in front of me. Yet I can make this big motherfucker behind me. Right? Do you think he's perfect? Because I know he's not perfect. But he's also not worthless. can only get better. And we're here with you always.
If I can't stand on my own, Fizzi. If I can't make the thing that I wanted to make work, then I'm just them, and I'm nothing else.
Fizzi will, he'll actually open up his backpack and he'll take out, yeah, it's gonna be like a small folder, and like, he's just gonna hand it to RaRa, and it's I don't know, about that thick, and he's like, "These are all my failed inventions. Take a look."
I mean, she doesn't have the bandwidth to like thumb through it. Like, she just holds it.
It's a little heavy. You know, that's 36 human years worth of mistake. And I tell you what, I'm not done adding to it. He'll take it back. It's okay to not be perfect. If I was perfect, I wouldn't have a singed beard. If Kayth was perfect, well, we all know. Maybe he wouldn't, want to kill so many people.
This is fun. Do me next.
Right, and I mean,
Maybe if Fizzi was perfect, maybe he'd want to kill more people when it's perfectly reasonable to do so.
Are you guys serious right now? Our friend is upset. Pull yourself together.
Just giving examples.
You all will hear the tapping of wood on the ground. And you look, and you guys will see Mithras as he sort of walks up to your little group. And he You're all doing something remarkable right now. Comforting someone, it isn't easy. It takes courage to be vulnerable with each other. But RaRa, you should know this, that your companions, they wouldn't care so deeply if you weren't worth every movement of your performance. And he just gives a nice big smile. And he kind of looks at you all to kind of judge sort of what's happening. You know, I once traveled with a group like yours. We were different as the stars in the sky. But when one of us stumbled, the rest stood fast. It wasn't always easy. And you see him sort of like look off in the distance, recalling something. But it's what kept us strong. What you're building here now, it's something rare. And I'll sort of look to you guys again. don't mean to get in here in your business or anything. I came here today to see your performance. And I'll tell you what, RaRa, I'm old, as you can tell. I've seen a lot in my days. But I've never seen something like that. And there's this calm, confident certainty in his voice. And I can't wait to see you do something again.
Yeah.
And he looks up to the sky. Well, before the night's out, I came. Yes?
Can you have Mithras roll a persuasion for me?
I can. Let me get to his character sheet. Sorry. Whoa, what the heck? Hold on. There it goes. Okay. Nope, it's not. Oh, probably because it's on Whisper Rolls, huh?
You can whisper it if you want.
Well, it wouldn't whisper to you. It would just whisper to me.
Oh, okay.
25. Yes, he has advantage.
All right. So RaRa, while he's talking, she feels Joel's hand. She hears the ringing in her ears, but then it'll sort of die down. And his words will get through a little bit.
Is this something that would kind of show?
Yeah, I mean, her posture's been very defensive this whole time. I think she would, like, lift her head and start listening to him.
So we'll start from him looking into the sky. I came out here to see you, and also means I get to catch the mock naval battle. Maybe that would be good for all of us. And he'll look down at you, RaRa. Again, I've seen a lot, RaRa. Your performance, it carried some soul. You give a lot of you. I feel like you're looking for something, though. But I know that whatever it is, you're gonna find it. You're gonna find that thing, and it's just gonna make you happy. And these guys, they're gonna be right there with you. And looks at all of you. I hope I see you guys over there. It's supposed to be a good show. And he'll give you all just a nice little smile. And he'll turn around and he'll start wobbling his way towards the harbor.
Do we want to continue this party back at the Sailor's Rest? Do we want to go to the naval battle? What do you feel, RaRa?
RaRa will stand up and she'll sort of stumble a couple steps forward as the alcohol hits. She'll sort of lean down and brush her knees off. I'll follow you.
I messaged Fizzi and Moss in my head. Should we just go get her to bed and stay in?
Real quick. You did use that earlier today, and it was going to last 6 hours, but that's over. So are you?
6 hours? That's 12 o'clock?
You used it early in the morning. You used it when you guys went to go get the blessings, which was at 9 a.m. But it's also like 7:30ish, which is sunset.
Got it. And I had it for 6 hours.
Mm-hmm. But you could. I think you have one die left.
No, I'll just whisper that to Moss as we're walking.
Okay.
It might be good to get her mind off things if she can manage to have fun.
And I just sort of look back as she's like half standing.
Obi, RaRa, you want to ride with Obi?
Oh, I can walk, Fizzi.
Okay.
Well, we
Do
can
you
always
want-
leave early.
Yeah.
All right, let's go see some magical glitter get shot up in the air for a half an hour or so.
Is it the magical glitter we saved?
Yes, because we're heroes.
Nobody gave us their seat.
Nope.
We saved this whole festival.
We did.
You're welcome, Tapas.
I yelled that out. You're welcome, Tapas.
And walk towards our destination.
The four of you will gather together and head towards the harbor. As you head towards the harbor, RaRa, if you could please, can you make a perception check? With advantage.
Perception with advantage.
As you guys are moving and walking towards the harbor, RaRa, you're not in great shape right now. Just not. But you feel something. You feel something sort of tingle your ear for a moment. You just sort of put your hand up, bat it away a little bit, and shake your head, and it causes you to look up a little bit. And you see a small boy. Not just a small boy, but you see Dagon. And you see Brother Alric. And as you look up there in their direction, they're also looking in your direction. And you see Brother Alric giving this very joyful smile. And you see Dagon with the biggest smile on his face and two big thumbs up. As you guys continue to move through the crowd and head towards the harbor.
RaRa is just bawling as she walks. Like head down.
Sable will jump up onto your shoulders and allow his tail to go in front of you, and will like Dab, 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 dab. Your eyes. But you guys will make it towards the harbor. And as you do, you will look into the waters of the harbor. And you will see these two huge ships that are facing each other in the middle of the port. And the mood just sort of shifts a bit as you come down here. And you feel... Oh, nope. Come on. There we go. You feel this sort of anticipation, this excitement of the people around you as they're sort of like, oh my gosh, you know, and they're calling stuff out, and you hear words like, oh, that's Stormbreaker. Oh, it's the Thunderclaw. They're calling out things, and you see the ships, and you start to see all these people on the ships, like sailors and pirates and all these different things as people are gathering around. There's all these lights that seem to illuminate the inside of the harbor. And as you look around the outside of the docks, you see these metal caged poles set up on different areas across the dock. And you see these figures in like robes sort of across the edges as well. Some in a couple of little dinghies out in the water. And the show seems like it's about to begin. With that, I will slow this down a bit. I want this, and then I want this. Okay, here we go. You will see a man starting to get into position somewhere. As the sun has set over the bustling harbor and everything begins to darken, casting this glow across the water as it reaches past Topas's, through the hills and mountains behind Tapas into the water. Tempest Fair begins to roar to life around you. The city hums with energy. Vendors are hawking out wares right before everything's about to begin. Children are darting between festival goers, and there's this smell of spiced meat and roasted fish wafting through the air. There's lanterns strung across the dock, swaying gently in the breeze, their warm light mirrored in the rippling bay. At the water's edge, two magnificent ships are poised for battle. Their sails are painted with bold crests, and their decks are crowded with actors dressed as fierce sailors ready to reenact the clash. The crowd around you begins to cheer as an announcer's voice booms across the harbor. Prepare yourselves, good folk of Tapas, for a tale of valor and vengeance upon the high seas. We let the mock naval battle begin! And in that moment, a large... Here we go.
RaRa is just sitting next to you staring at the ground.
With a thunderous crack, the cannons... Oh, that's a little loud.
What?
Yep, I'm sorry. Didn't realize it was that loud. Okay, there we go. With a thunderous crack, the cannons roar, shooting plumes of colorful smoke into the twilight sky. Sparks burst overhead, casting the ships in a dazzling array of reds and blues. Sailors shout commands, their voices cutting through the cacophony, while onlookers gasp as actors duel with dramatic flair. The waters churn as smaller boats dart between the ships. their crews reenacting daring boarding maneuvers. One pirate leaps from the rigging with a dramatic flourish, landing amidst a stage skirmish to the delight of the audience. Above it all, the sky darkens. Not from the rising moon, but unnaturally so. A low, eerie wind begins to blow, rustling through the banners and cloaks around you. The announcer's voice cuts in again. And then, as the Stormbreaker and Thunderclaw faced off, the gods themselves unleash their fury! And illusionary storm clouds roll in, conjured by the mages stationed at the harbor's edge. Lightning crackles overhead, bolts of white-blue light illuminating the bay. The winds intensify, whipping at your hair and clothing, and the ships struggle against the churning waves. But something feels wrong. The air becomes thick with a crackling energy, raising the hairs on your arms. The lightning, once controlled and precise, begins to lash out wildly, striking dangerously close to the ships. The actors pause, their movements faltering, as a tangible sense of dread ripples through the crowd. From the swirling vortex of magic at the center of the harbor, something begins to form. A figure. First, a shimmering outline of translucent wind. Then, solidifying into a massive, hulking elemental force. Its body roars with gale-force winds, its swirling form crackling with arcs of wild lightning. The elemental lets out a devastating roar. It sounds like 1,000 storms compressed into one, and swings a massive arm of wind towards a smaller boat below as it crashes, sending the person within the boat flying. The vessel shatters, churning the water as panic screams erupt from the crowd. The elemental turns its glowing, stormy gaze toward the crowd, or towards the docks. The energy within it building to another strike. Around you, chaos reigns. Spectators fleeing, festival officials shouting for order, and dockhands scrambling to pull sailors from the water. Yet some in the crowd are frozen, staring in awe or fear at the spectacle unfolding before them. As you watch ongoers run past you back towards the Grand Plaza, or just away from this crazy mass amounts of energy, terrifying and ripping apart the harbor, you see ahead of you, turning around, Mithras.
Oh God.
He looks to it, looks to you all. Well, aren't you going to do something? And
This isn't part of the show!
And that is where we'll end tonight's session of Coralthea Waking Fates!
It would have been crazy if we went back to the Sailor's Rest.